Hello Year 4, welcome to another maths lesson. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Now I want you to write down the short date, the 2nd of the 6th, 2020, and the learning intention to solve word problems. And of course, write down the date in Roman numerals. Excellent. So let's do some recap. Complete the number line, round £4.30 to the nearest pound, and compare these money amounts, £5.10 and £3.20. So I want you to write this down in your books. Excellent. Now let's go through the answers. So we had £7 and we had £7.30. So you have to think £7.30. Which two integers is it in between? So remember, integers means whole numbers. So it's between £7, which we already had, and the other integer would be £8. And when you figured that out, it would be much easier for you to figure out the rest. And then you have to think, now what are these going up in? So these intervals, remember these lines are called intervals, they're going up in 10p. So we have £7, £7.10, £7.20, £7.30, £7.40, £7.50, £7.60, £7.70, £7.80, £7.90, and £8. And rounding £4.30 to the nearest pound. So after the decimal point, we have to look at this digit over here. Now, this 3, it's less than 5. So if we recall, if it's 5 or more, we'll round up to the nearest pound. And if it's less than 5, we'll round down to the nearest pound. So as the 3 is less than 5, we will round down to the nearest pound, which is £4. So we have to also take in mind that £4.30 is in between the two integers of £4 and £5. And to compare these money amounts, £5.10 is greater than £3.20, and we put this symbol to indicate that it's greater. Well done if you got those correct. How can you find the total of these amounts? So we have £24.60 and £33.20. Pause and have a think about what method you can use to figure this out. Okay, let's see. So first, to work out the total, we have to add these amounts. And let's see, we can do some partitioning over here. So let's first add the pounds. So we have £24 and £33. How can you add this? Can you add this in your head, mentally in your head? Try this now. So you can do some partitioning. So you can do this 2 and the 3, so they represent the tens. So 20 plus 30, which is 50. Well done if you got that correct. And then we have the ones. 4 plus 3, which is 7. So 50 plus 7 is £57. Excellent. Now remember, we're talking about money, so don't forget the pound symbol. So that was how we could work it out, using partitioning method and mentally in your head. And you could also use the column method to work it out. So 4 plus 3 is 7, 2 plus 3 is 5. So now what do we have left? We have the pence. So we can do 60p plus 20p, which is 80p. And now we've added the pound and the pence. What do we do with these two? We have to add them both up to find the total. So 57p plus 80p is £57.80. And as we previously mentioned, if the amount is more than £1, you don't need to write the pence at the end, but you definitely need to remember this pound symbol. So now you can pause this section and take a moment just to look at how we went through this. Excellent. So now you can try this yourself. So you can add £7.50 plus £6.20, and then £12.10 and £8.25, just like we did. So pause the section and do it now. Let's go through our answers. So first we add the pound. We had £7 plus £6, £13, and then the pence, 50p plus 20p, is 70 pence, so now we have to add those two amounts to get the whole total, which would be £13.70. And the next one, add the pound, £12 plus £8, £20. Then we have 10 pence plus 25 pence, 35 pence. Add those two, £20 plus 35 pence is £20 and 35 pence. Well done if you got those correct. Let's read this out. Sally uses a number line to find the difference between £22.60 and £33.30. Now, what do we mean when we say difference? Pause and have a think about what operation we can use to find out the difference. So when we're finding out the difference, we're subtracting. So over here, I have a number line over here. So to work out the difference over here, I can either count up, or you can count down as well when you're working out the difference. So you have to work out how much is there in between these two amounts. So over here we're going to be counting up with our number line to figure out the difference, but as previously mentioned, you can also count down. So we have £22.60. Now the next whole number would be £23. So in between £22.60 and £23, what money amount is there? So you can look at the pence over here. So recall, in £1 there is 100 pence. So over here we have 60 pence. 60 pence plus what equals £1? 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So if you count with your fingers as well, you'd have 4 fingers, and that would be 40 pence. So 60 pence plus 40 pence is £1. So that would be 23 pence over here. So let's underline that. We have 40 pence over here, and we can do a little jump over here. Now, now we need to get, this is our final destination. So from £23, let's do a jump to £33, a big jump. So that would be in between £23 and £33, there is £10. So you can do as many jumps as you like, but you have to always be thinking what is easier. So we first started with pence because it was easier that way, and now pound. So now what do we have left? We're on £33. We only have another 30 pence left. So now you'll do another small jump, which is 30 pence. Now what do you think we have to do over here? Pause and have a think. Now we have to add all of these money amounts. 40 pence plus 10 pence and plus 30 pence. So it's easier to start with the pound. 10 pence plus 40 plus 30, just as we did previously with our adding, is £10.70. So the difference between £22.60 and £33.30 is £10.70. Did you have another method of working this out? You can write it down and you can take a picture and show me. So you could have also done £33.30 take away £22.60. Now you can use Sally's method, the number line method that we just went through, to try it yourself. So try to figure out the difference between £16.20 and £25. Now remember, you can count up to figure out the difference. If that's easier for you, you can use a number line. So take a moment to do this. Excellent. Now let's go through the answers. So we had our number line. It's always good to first write down the two amounts, £16.20 and £25. That's where we want to get to. So now we have to see what is the difference in between them. So between £16.20 and £17, so we chose £17 because it's the next integer. So let's see, we have 20 pence over here. 20 plus what is 100? Remember, in £1 there's 100 pence, so 20 plus 80 pence is 100. So this is the next So 20 pence plus 80 pence is 100, and that would mean that £16, 20 plus 80 is £17. So we'll put the 80 over here and we'll do a jump over here. Now let's see, you could do £17 plus what is £20. So 17, 18, 19, 20 plus £3 is 20. So we can put a £3 here. And now we have 25 here. So how many more jumps can we do? We can do one more jump. 20 plus £5 is 25. So you have 80 pence plus £3 plus £5. So it's easier if you just do £5 plus 3, £8. And then plus the 80 pence is £8 and 80 pence. Or is there another way that you could have made this number line easier for us or more efficient? Pause and have a think. So over here we had 3 jumps. Now I reckon that I could have done this number line in only 2 jumps. So I had my pence. I started with that first because it was easier, because that way I can get a whole number over here. So now I have my pound. So I reckon I could have made one big jump. So what is £5 plus £3? It's £8. So I could have made that big jump, and that way it would have been much easier to add. So £8 plus 80 pence would be £8 and 80. And that is the difference between these two money amounts. So you still get the same answer, it's just added it in less jumps. So when you're doing your own number line, you could be thinking about how many jumps you would do it in to make it easier for you. Great, now let's read this. A shop sells these items. It's a notebook for £5, pencil for £1.20, and a pencil case for £9.99. First question, Sally buys a book and a pencil. Let's underline the keywords. Book and a pencil. She pays with a £10 note. How much change does she receive? Okay, so what operations would we be using over here? Pause and have a think and look through the question again. So there's a few steps over here. She buys a book and a pencil. So first, we have to add those two. The book costs £5 and the pencil costs £1.20. So just as we've been adding, what's £5 plus £1.20? How would we add those? We'll add the pound, £5 plus £1, which is £6, and then we can add the 20 pence to it, which is £6 and 20 pence. Now the question, so that's the first part of the question. We're not done yet. It asks how much change does she receive. So now Sally, she had a £10 note. She gave her £10 note, but the items only cost £6.20. So now she needs to get some money back. How much money would she receive? What would we do? What operation would we do? We do take away. £10 take away £6.20 is £3.80. So that's the operation that we would use, subtraction. But recall that we just use our number line as well to work this out, to work out the difference. So as we mentioned, we could also be counting upwards to figure this out. So if you haven't already done so, draw a number line just as we did with these two amounts of £6.20 on one side, £10 on the other, and count up to see what the difference would be, to see if you would get the same answer. Great, let's go through it together. So here's my number line. I have £6.20 on one side, £10 on the other. So because this isn't a whole number, I want the next whole number, which is £7. How many? That would be my first jump. So what is 20 pence plus what is 100? Plus 80. So that would be my first jump. So I've got 80 pence. Now between £7 and £10, how much is there? How much money is there? £3, 7. So if you're counting up, 8, 9, and 10. There's £3. Another jump. That's quite a big jump over there. It's fine. So what do we do now with these two amounts? we add it. So £3 plus 80 pence is £3.80. So we get the same answer. So there's different methods you can use to work this question out, however you feel comfortable. Excellent. Now let's go through the second question. So you need to concentrate for this one because there's also a few elements to it. Hamza buys a pencil case and Sarah buys 2 pencils. So over here, a pencil case, underlining the keyword, and Sarah buys 2 pencils. How much more does Hamza spend than Sarah? So what do we do over here? We know that the pencil case costs £9.99 and Sarah buys 2 pencils. You now have to think, one pencil costs £1.20. So how much does 2 pencils cost? You could just times that by 2. Or you can just add £1.20 plus £1.20. So remember, multiplication is repeated addition. So that would be £2.40. So we can use our number line again to help us. So we have our amount, 2 pencils, which is £2.40. And we have £9.99. So we have those 2 amounts on our number line, £2.40, and the amount that we're trying to get to is £9.99. So how many jumps can we do over here? You can pause and have a think. So to the next integer is £3. So £2.40 plus what equals £3? £2.40 plus 60 pence equals £3 because 60 plus 40 is 100. So we can do a jump over here. Now, how many more jumps can we do? So we have £3 and now we have £9.99. So we can do a jump to £9 because it's easier for us to navigate it when we're working with whole numbers. So £3 plus what equals £9? £3 plus £6 equals £9. So we could do another jump over here. And now we only have the 99 pence left. So £9 plus 99 pence is £9.99. So now we have 60 pence, £6.99. Now we have these 3 amounts. How would you add it to make it easier for you? So we have 6, so we can add the 99 pence plus the 60 pence. What would that be? How can you partition those amounts? So you can first do 90 plus 60, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, and then we had the 9 pence, so 159 pence. So let's write that down, 159 pence. What is 159 pence in pounds? Let's convert that to pounds, just as we did in our previous lessons. It would be £1 and 59 pence. 59 pence. Well done if you're doing this with me. So now we only have the £6. So we just do £6 plus £1.59 plus 6 plus 1 is 7 plus the 59 is £7 and 59 pence. So let's write that down. £7 and 59 pence. Well done if you got that correct. So Hamza had originally bought the pencil case for £9.99 and Sarah had bought 2 pencils for £2.40, but Hamza spent £7 and 59 pence more than Sarah. Well done if you got that correct. So now we have a few tasks. There's a task over here. You have to find the total cost of the items below. So over here you have a grocery store price list. Over here you have to Find the items from this list and then use the space to show you're working out. So the first question, number 1, you have an apple and a banana. You have to find the price, show me you're working out how you added those two amounts, and write down the total price, and don't forget the correct symbols. And then when you're done with that, you have your purple pen activity, some word problems. Now remember that £1 equals to 100 pence. I'll read out the word problems for you. Jack buys a packet of crisps and a drink. Crisps and a drink, how much do they cost altogether? That's one. And second one, Sabrina's mother gives her 20 pence to buy her brother a banana. She buys a banana for 16 pence. How much change will she receive? Now, we just went through this type of question in our previous slide. So, what operations would you use over here? And Halim's mother gives him £1 to buy his sister a birthday present. He buys a pencil for 46 pence. How much change will he receive? So he had £1 altogether, but he didn't spend all that money. He only spent 46 pence. So how much money will the shopkeeper give him? And this activity will be on the school website, the Year 4 online learning platform, so you can access it and you can see the questions much more clearer. This is one task that you can do based on how confident you feel. If you feel that you feel a bit more confident and you're able to do all these questions, you can just skip those and go straight to this task. It's just more word problems, and there's also the number line questions about working the difference that we've been doing as well. So this will also be on the school website, and once you're done, you can email your work over to year4@grange.harrow.sch.uk. Well done for your great concentration skills, everyone.